y'all? Welcome back to the channel, me and Car Keys. So today's video is sponsored by the one and only Auxbeam. So a few months ago, we installed this light bar. This is a 22-inch light bar from Auxbeam. Now I did hack up this trim piece to get it in there, so that's probably why it looks a little crooked. And I lost some of the clips, which is also why it looks a little loose. And we're gonna fix that later on. But I'm gonna show you this light bar later on. It's super bright, very bright. Awesome light bar from Auxbeam. So that's the only accessory light that I had on the truck. And I went to install some more lights that I'll also show you later on in the video. They are in the grill. They're gonna kind of light up the backlight this forward. It's gonna be awesome. Now, the lights I bought came from Amazon. They were some cheap off-name brand from Amazon a long time ago. And I put them behind there, but it didn't come with a harness, it didn't come with any wiring, it didn't come with a switch, it didn't come with anything. But income to save today is Auxbeam with our box. There you go. This is the new 6-game multifunction switch panel from Auxbeam, RGB, red, green, blue. You know what that means. And we're gonna install this on the truck today. All right, in the box we have Auxbeam sticker. We have our sticker for our switch panel. We have our actual switch panel. We have our wiring, we have more wiring. We have our actual control panel there. A cover for our switch panel as well. You got fuse taps, you got brackets, you got instructions on the wiring. Is even awesome. He also says it has mounting brackets up under the, there we go, we got mounting brackets up under the phone as well. So everything's here. If you need to get instructions, you know, like reading the instruction manual, you can also scan right there. Awesome. All right, now that I have everything out, it can look like a daunting task because there are a lot of parts here, but it's not. It's very simple. Check this out. This is your switch panel, right? Open it up. You have, oh, first of all, you have extra fuses here. Huh, cool, didn't know that. You have 6 places here to hook up auxiliary lights. So you have 6 different places where you can hook up things, and they coincide, 1 through 6 coincides with your switch panel here, 1 through 6. If you can see the numbers on there. Yep, 1 through 6, there you go. Now, follow me. This is gonna run to your battery. So you have negative going straight to the battery. You have a positive here that's gonna go to your circuit breaker just in case anything happens. The circuit breaker is gonna go to your battery, to the power positive on your battery. Right, on your switch panel here, you have ACC that's gonna run to a fuse in your fuse box. Now they suggest run this to something like a cigarette lighter, something that's only on when the key is on your truck, or if you have push button start, and you hit it once and everything comes on, but the truck's not on, that's accessory power. That's where this is gonna run to so that it doesn't drain your battery, right? So it'll only be on when your truck is on. This 4-pin connector here is gonna run to this harness here that's gonna run inside the cab of your truck and go straight to your switch so that you can control it from the inside. Boom. All right, now your switch panel is gonna be mounted under your hood in your engine bay. Now they gave you several different brackets so that you can hook it up. You can use this bracket here and you can mount it like so, or you can flip it over, mount it upside down, mount it that way. I mean, they give you tons of options. There are tons of holes in here that you can use to mount it. It also came with this one, which is probably what I'm gonna use because it'll give it a kind of a cleaner look. You just run it like so, and then use these holes on the side as you need. So I'm thinking to run it, I'm actually thinking to use this battery box here. It already has a hole. Right here, so I'm thinking to just drill another hole here and just mount it on the side of this battery box. Kind of give it a clean look, and it'll kind of be flush in there. It won't be sticking out and won't hit the hood or nothing like that. Now, today's helpful tip number 1. We're just at the beginning of this, and I already got a tip for you. Your switch panel, all right? So this is the cover off switch panel. We used this bracket instead. And the reason why is because it was a little stronger and had a couple more options. Now, I was gonna mount it like so, all right? Perfect, it looks good, it's clean. But if you look at the design here, this hole at the bottom of it, is for you to run your wires up and into your switch panel. So your wires are, I got 2 hands. So your wires are supposed to come up through here like this and into each auxiliary, just like your power and your negative and your pins, all that's supposed to come up through this little hole inside and into your switch pin so to give it a clean look. So if I mount it this way, like I was planning on doing, it's gonna hit everything. It's gonna hit all these hoses, and it's just gonna be hanging all out in the engine bay, which you don't want. You don't want any type of electrical wires just hanging anywhere. So if you look at the bracket here, they have this big hole in the bracket for you to put it this way. Right, so you can mount it that way. So now all your wiring will come up in here, and it'll be very clean. It'll come up in here through these holes, through the bracket and into the switch panel, and run to all your accessories. Now, very smart design. I'm just happy I realized the mistake I was about to make before I made it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bolt this in like this and use this last hole here. I'm gonna bolt it in like this, but I'm not gonna tighten it down just in case something else comes up. And I probably should have disconnected the battery before we started. Yeah, do that. Our next step is to connect our ACC wire to the fuse box. Now, this wire, it says the master switch power cable. On the other side, it says connect to the ACC. So you're gonna run this to a fuse tap and go into your fuse box. So Auxbeam included everything, right? Now, let's stop for a second. Auxbeam does sponsor this video, all right? But this is not why I'm saying this. Auxbeam is amazing, all right? You guys are amazing. Auxbeam, big kudos, big shout out to you. They included everything that you could possibly need to get this done. Like, it might seem like a lot, but it's really not. Now, they included a screwdriver so that you can actually connect your accessories to the panel. They included fuse taps, not one, but 2 different size fuse taps. Now, if you ever watched any video on my channel, you know how amazing that is. They actually included fuse taps. I've done videos, mods, where they say, oh, connect it to a fuse or run it into a fuse tap. And I'm like, with what? You know, they don't include no fuse taps, they don't include nothing. This one, Auxbeam, you guys are amazing. Shout out to Auxbeam. They included everything that you could possibly need. Boom. All right, y'all, it's early morning, back at it again. I didn't get to finish yesterday, my fault. I forgot we had to go back to school shopping. We went school shopping yesterday. So I left it like this. Wires hanging all out the truck, hood not even all the way closed. So we're gonna finish it today. Hey y'all, I hate leaving stuff unfinished because I forget what I was doing. So yesterday we did install our switch panel. Let me open it up here. Boom. So we got all our wires ran. We got just 1 and 2, the light bar, and then we got our inside our grill lights for number 2. It's a clean look. I like the way it looks. All the wires are tucked up under. I got to go back and kind of zip tie this stuff so it looks a little better. We did have to run this ACC wire to a fuse tap, and had to go to a fuse that was running only on ACC power. And the reason why you run on ACC power is so that it won't drain your battery. So that when you take the key out and cut the car off, take the key out, it won't continue to drain your battery as you're going. Now, those people that like to go to the car shows and like to have their lights running the whole entire car show while the truck's not running, that's a whole different story for you. But so we had to figure out which fuse to use, and that's the issue. That was my issue, was to figure out which fuse to use. So I know fuse number 97 is one that's only on ACC power, and of course you'd be looking at this like, okay, which fuse is number 97? They're not numbered in any way, shape, or form, and technically they are. So if you take your cover, flip it over, boom, can't see that. There you go. It has all the fuses numbered, and it all correspond to what's in your fuse box if you just set it like that. So these are all your fuses. The one right there is number 97. Unfortunately, I already used that one. 97 is going to my headlights. So I just figured out another fuse to use that's only on with AC power. And I use this one right here, which is 105. That one is power steering. Power steering is only on when you're driving the car. So there you go. I use number 105 for a fuse tap. Please check and make sure, get you a voltage checker, or just physically check each one of them, make sure that one is good for you to use. So Fords are different. I know 2015 and 2017, they're probably all the same. They're probably further than that too, but make sure you check to verify. Don't just take my word for it, check and verify. So the only thing we have left to do now is we need to, first of all, we need to clean up all these wires, like I said. We also need to, this black wire here, if you look, it's running, boom, it's running all the way across. That's the one that is gonna go inside. There's a grommet down there, and it's gonna run it through the grommet to run inside the bed so I can connect it to the switch. So this piece, this end, will connect to the end of the switch. This end right here, which is gonna be inside the truck. All right, here's a better view. Check out my flashlight. This is a Husky flashlight. My brother bought me this. This flashlight is awesome. Check this out. Boom. That black grommet down there, you see, as you can see, there's a wire going through it. That's where we're gonna run our wire into the truck for our switch panel. Shiny black wire there is coming through the grommet. That's what we're gonna run through. Now that one's from our light bar when we first installed it. We're gonna take that out. I'm gonna switch it out for the other one for the switch panel. Man, this thing is awesome. So this thing goes all the way in, right? You can push this all the way in, get a complete, look at that, complete opening to pull your wires through. Just make sure you put it back, right? Because that prevents water from coming inside your truck bed, and you don't want water inside your truck bed, obviously. So Pull this one out. That's the old one. Pull this one through. This is our new one. Boom. Now we have our wire inside our truck bed. Now you need to pull it as long as you can so that it's tight. And you always tuck it up under the dash somewhere so that it's not showing. But you want enough room to run it wherever you want to mount your switch panel. You need enough room, enough leverage. So you pull it as far as you can. You want to make sure you check to verify. And like I said, when you get done, make sure you pull this back so that it's completely covering this whole space. All right, we got our wire ran in. I released this panel just so I could see what I was doing, because you can't really see back there. To release this panel is actually very easy. I had to look it up on YouTube myself, though, to figure out how to do it. And the guy was like, you just pull on it. You just grab it and pull on it. So I grabbed it to pull on it, and of course it's held in by clips. It's amazing how easy these all these pieces are put together. But anyway, they're held on my clips all the way around, and you just kind of pull on it to release the clips. The plan was to run this through here. Now this is what's normally there. It's this coin holder thing that I kind of don't like. So the plan is to run this through here like this. I got a piece of ABS plastic I can cut and just put here and just mount it to that like so. So that's the plan. For now, I'm just gonna put it. For now, we're actually just gonna put it right here. And if you kind of force it in there, it kind of fits there. Look at that. It kind of fits flush. It's using these to kind of brace it. So I'm just gonna hold it there for now until we get a chance to cut this piece. And we'll just put this back in for now. And boom, got it in there. So I got it in flush. I ran the wire back through there and got it coming up through the panel here so that you can't see it. I like that. It's a cleaner look. Actually looks good right there. So we're gonna leave it there for now. We should probably check and make sure it works. Let's try that. Boom, lit up. There we go. I like it. I like it. So let's see if this works. Boom. Oh, light bar's on. That's what I'm talking about. So I like that it's first of all super bright. First of all, then it has this red indicator that tells you what's on and what's not. Turn it off. Boom. I like that. See, that's so easy. That's what I'm talking about. Number two. You can't see number two from in here. Let's check number two. Boom. Number two is on. Backlit the Ford grill. I like that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna show y'all that one at nighttime. That's new. And see what's so perfect about this. Like I said, I ran it to fuse number 105, which is the power steering. It's only on with ACC. And to make sure and verify, turn the key. This should go off when you turn the key. Boom. Perfect. So that way you'll never leave this on. You'll never drain your battery from this being on. It cuts off when you take the key out. Bow. Perfect. The next step is this is the fun step. Put stickers on. Woohoo! Put stickers on your panel. So we got 1 and 2. One is the light bar. So let's see if we have a light bar sticker. Pretty sure we do. We're gonna use this light bar sticker here. Number 2 is the grill lights. Let me see if there's one for, yep, there's one right there for grill lights. So boom, we're gonna use those 2. All right, so we have 2 filled in. We got 4 more. We need some more lights. And I mean, look at all this stuff that you can connect to it. They have windshield lights, they have driver heated seats, they have camera, they have stop start. There's a lot of options here of lights that you can actually run to this Auxbeam switch panel. Hey y'all, so I'm in the truck and I want to quickly talk about some of the uses and some of the details of our switch panel here. So first thing you're gonna do, of course, is turn your car to at least ACC. Boom, there it is, it lights up in green. Now this is the stock color, it comes in green, but of course you can change that, and we're gonna change that. I do want a blue that matches the blue that's up here in the Ford dash. So the first thing you're gonna do is go to your phone, download the switch panel app. Boom. Boom, connect it, right? So the reason to connect is because I already went and set it up before. So you're gonna set it up with Bluetooth like you set up anything else with Bluetooth, and it's gonna pop up right there in your settings. So if I want to change the color, first thing I have to do is either use one of these preset colors down here at the bottom. You have red. Just pull up like this. You have red. Boom. You have the green, of course. You have blue. You have yellow. You have purple, and you have white. Now, white actually looks kind of nice, but like I said, I want blue. So if I want blue, just take the spinning wheel and boom. That's nice. That actually matches very well. I might want to get a little, see if we can get a little darker, a little darker, a little darker. I think that's pretty good. So we're gonna keep it there. So the way we make sure that it stays on blue is we're gonna hit the power button on our phone here, right there, the power button. So when you turn it off, turn it back on, boom, it's in blue, bam. So that's how you set your color. Now you can also change your brightness. If you see right there, you can change the brightness. You can go super bright. It's always set in the middle, so you can go super bright or you can go super dim. Now play around with this in the daytime, play around with it at nighttime and see what best setting is best for you. I'm gonna put mine a little dimmer so I don't want to blind me in the nighttime. So we're gonna put it about there. So the cool thing about this is that everything corresponds. So I set, you see my number one is light bar. You got over here, I set it as light bar. You can go in there and change the picture for all of them to kind of match what you got up there so that it always match. So for if you want to turn your light bar on, you just, boom. See it turn red on there and also turn red on there. Let's go outside and make sure, verify that it's actually on. Boom, it's on. Man, that's bright. You can see it all in the road there. Anyway, that's super bright. So let's go ahead and hit number 2, which is our grill lights. Boom, on, just turn red as well. I'll show you that also. And that is on. Man, that's super bright. That's sick. So that's really cool that you can control everything from your phone. You don't have to have no actual remote. This is your remote. So next thing I want to talk about is our modes. So if you see the mode button there, look at the mode button on your phone. It corresponds right there. And also down here at the bottom. So if you go to mode, right, you get 3 options. You have toggle, momentary, and you have post. So if you go to your light bar and you hit momentary, go back to color. So color is where you control everything. So you go back to color, you hit light bar. If you see there, it's lighting up in blue when I hit the button. There you go. All right, let me show you what I mean. So momentary gives you a momentary, it comes on momentarily. So if you hit the button, boom, there it is, momentary. You gotta hit the button all the way. There you go, momentary, boom. So it comes on when you hit the button. When you let it go, it goes off. And the cool thing about these modes is that you can set these modes for anyone on any number on your switch panel. So if you go back to mode down here, we want to try number 2. Number 2 lights up, and you have your 3 options. Like you see, red is the normal toggle on and off. Momentary comes in blue, lights up in blue. Momentary and post lights up in green. So let's do post for number 2, and then turn it on. Turn it on. Oh, sorry. You have to go back. Okay, you have to go back to your color screen. Go back to color, and then hit it. There you go. Okay, see, it just lit up in green. Let me show you what post does. That's post. Wow, that is sick, y'all. Imagine pulling up the rising coffee with that going. That's sick. I like it. I like it. Okay, so that's post mode, and like I said, you can set any of them to do any mode that you want to. So you can set the light bar, you can set the grill lights, you can set anything that you have going to it to post, and it'll do that. So last thing I want to show you real quick is how to set up the icons. Like I show you, I have light bar and grill there, and if you look at my phone, I have light bar. I set up the first one, I didn't set up the second one. So let's set up the second one. So you just go down at the bottom to icon. You make sure number 2 is clicked. Then you go at the bottom, you see the list is photo. You can set your own photo there. You can put default icon. Yep. So default icon, that brings up this list. Now you look at this list, it tells you how much stuff that you can actually hook up to the switch panel. You got inverter, you have a winch, you have shower, you have awning lights. So you just go down to one that matches the grill light there. I know it's on here somewhere. There it is right there, grill. Boom, grill. Go up here to select, and boom, it's set. So now this corresponds to that, so you don't have to be confused. Oh, you also hit power here to make sure that you save it. So the next time you turn it on, it'll match. As you see, there are a ton of things that you can do with this switch panel, and it's so versatile because there's so many things that you can hook up to it We need more stuff. We only got 2. We got 4 empty spaces. We need more stuff. If anybody has any ideas, I do have a couple ideas, but if anybody has any ideas of things we can hook up to this switch panel, let me know. Put in the comments below, and let me know what you would hook up to your switch panel if you had one. Speaking of that, if anybody would like to try out a switch panel from Auxbeam, link in the description below as always. Now, this is the 6-game switch panel. They also have an 8-game switch panel. I think they have a couple of other ones. Check out their website, auxbeam.com. And like I said, you can use the code in the description below. Get you a nice little discount, 12% off. Or if you use the code MACK at checkout, save a little bit of money. Let me know if you decide to order. Once again, if you like this video, please subscribe. Give me a nice thumbs up if you like this video. Leave your comments below. As I promised before, we're going to do some night shots. And as you can see, it's almost nighttime. Stay motivated. Motivation crew. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.